Hey there team, and welcome to a little 4-man free-for-all. Quite a long 4-man free-for-all, that is. But we're in I quite like this map actually. That's pretty cool. So we have Lindon here, who definitely stand out in all of their white and gold in this this black dead landscape. For Lindon archers, lots of them, some Harad and Guard behind the Mithlond pikes, and some Mithlond swordsmen, and Harad infantry over there on the flank. Noldor and Guard, more Harad infantry, some Noldor and Blade Masters, of course, and then some Horse Lords of Ulmo. Any more caveat? Okay. Some for Lindon Scouts. I really like Lindon Scouts. They are quite cheap, super fast, very lightly armoured and unshielded, but really if you can just keep these guys chopping in and out, you will rack up kills. And then Harad Riders too. Nice to see. I like the army for sure. It's I always tend to go like sort of more cav heavy in a free-for-all than I do normally, especially horse archers, because I barely ever take horse archers unless I'm taking them to counter a perceived enemy horse archer. I'll never take them, but when it comes to free-for-all, I'll usually always, because they're fun to just chip away at enemy forces, and that's the whole thing. Like I'll probably talk about my like theory behind free-for-alls a lot during this fight, and I've mentioned it a lot before, but it's been a while. So it's all about, just for me anyway, I feel it's all about fighting without using too many of your forces. So it's not so much about killing, it's about being involved without actually being involved. And you want people to think, oh yeah, no, Thanos has been fighting all around the map. Of course he's been suffering casualties, when in reality, you're still pretty healthy. Maybe you've not inflicted that many casualties, but it's like, yeah, I've still got most of my army left, and you're dead. So, anyway, Dale here, played by Bacon Soup, so he's got his Bardy Marksmen, Dealing Bows, Lake Turn Pikes, some Dealing Royal Guard. I like to see that. No jet, it's funny, yeah. Why not put your general on the Royal Guard? But no, I get it. The Blackshot Dragon Slayers there, Lake Town Infantry, some Dalian Spears there. Armor upgraded for the boys? No, I don't think so. More Dalian Bows, Swordmasters of Esgaroth there, and some Barding Herd mixed. Wow. By Jove, that is a sturdy phalanx. The Barding Herd mixed in with the Lake Town Pikes is certainly Phalanx City there with the halberds and the pikes. Just don't get a shot at. Then Dalian spears there on the flanks. So yeah, a lot of power definitely in that phalanx. I don't know if that's the right shout for a free-for-all. Definitely beautiful in a nice tight 1v1, but we'll see how that turns out. We've got Jefferson here. Double Serpent Guard. Nice to actually see the Serpent Guard. Are they unshielded? Yeah, no. I thought they had a shield. That's good to see. Then some Southron Pikes. Lots of Mahood Warriors backed up by lots of Mahood Berserkers. Very cool. And then Trollmen of Harad mixed in amongst it. In the back, some Nars armor upgraded, Dismount Serpent Guard, and Southern Pikes on the flank with some Black Serpents. So yeah, again, Jefferson going pretty heavy into his cav, which is what I like to do. But he's going very heavy with his Lancers. And there probably will be some hidden Shari or something like that. Harad have got a lot of hidey boys. And Dull Amroth, very cool, by Tommy the Wise. So Perithal Champions there. I adore Perithal Champions. They're a little sort of half-elven heritage there. Tarnostian Spears, Knights of the Silver Swan, Aratherum, Haven Knights, and Knights of the Silver Swan. Very cool. Knights of the Silver Swan, quite expensive. I feel maybe, I don't really use that grade of Lancer very well. So this high tier Lancer, I tend to always go for either cheap Lancers or very expensive Lancers. So but this is, hopefully Tommy can make this work. Belfast Marines, then Ithilien Men at Arms mixed in with these Ithilien Pikes, or Durnormal Pikes, sorry, but armor upgraded. So that's again a nice sturdy phalanx, and the Tirithir Marksmen with some civvies out front. Cool. So we'll get to it right away. When it comes to a free-for-all, I just never really know how I feel about like this typical phalanx. I think it always works better in like a team fight or a 1v1. But in a free-for-all where you have to be a bit more mobile, you have to be a bit more, I'll say a few guys to fight him, I don't know how it will work out, but this might, you've always got to wonder how free-for-alls are going to turn out. Is it going to just be a big blob mess, which that's the most fun? Or is it going to be two separate 1v1s? It looks very much... Bacon Soup has immediately gone for Lindon here, which I think is a good shout if he's wanting to inflict casualties. Oh, ouch. And he deployed so close to him that was always going to happen. But he is going to be able to do some good damage on Lindon, who is very lightly armoured with his archers. And it looks like Amroth is coming in from the flank as well. So this is really... It leaves our Harad boy in an interesting position. Does he want to just take it slow? It's like, oh guys, I'm coming, don't worry, I'm coming, I'm getting involved. And just wait for this little 3-man free-for-all to happen and then come in at the end? Or does he sort of want to get involved at the most tense moment? The issue with coming in too late is you can leave yourself exposed to a possible unification. If you take no casualties, then the other 3 are going to start thinking, dude, he's really strong. We've got to stop this and immediately sort of turn around and smash you. Of course, that takes a bit of coordination, and a lot of the time that's a bit too much coordination to ask from a random free-for-all. But it does very much look like Jefferson is going to go for Bacon Soup, and with Bacon Soup putting his attack really clearly on Thanatos, this is going to be dicey. Do we have much? We don't actually have that much in the way of like archers, because like this is really, you'd want to get like a bunch of archers here and just rattle shots into those poor Lake Town pikes. We had some Kildren River Patrol pop up, good, some Javi boys, nice to have. Lake Town infantry and that Dalian bowman fire coming forward into the Lindon archers. Yeah, again, they'll rack up some kills. Lindon archers being the cheaper archer that Lindon has, very lightly armored, no shield. They're going to go down easy, but it's the way it goes. There's still an elf at the end of the day, so they're not super cheap, and they are kind of valuable. You don't want to see them just die willy-nilly. Over here, Harlindon infantry, Harlindon guard. There are some Harlindon infantry somewhere, or did I just absolutely invent that? No, they're there. They're up front. Harlindon guard, however, again, not incredibly well armored, but they have that shield at least for an archer, and they do take out that spear once they're in melee. Lindon scouts, again, super fast, just getting good charge against the civvies, taking down their number all the way down to 158, so that was over 40 casualties there for the scouts, but they gotta get out of there because this Terrier marksman will rip them apart with a volley. Haven Knights, yeah, would not even be a contest, but even just that quick volley as they're rounding back, I'm really surprised at that. I would have expected more casualties from the Lindon scouts. But yeah, okay, cool. Nice little trade. Tommy won't be upset about that. That's what he's taking these civvies for, to just absorb a charge. But again, Thanatos is just thin the herd a bit. And I think Thanatos is in a nice position here because, yeah, he's going to probably have a 1v1 against Tommy, and he's just got to hold the attention of Dale for a little bit longer until Jefferson gets involved. Now, again, this is where, if you were Jefferson, you'd want to take your time. You don't want to get like rushed into this right away. You want to take your time to reposition properly, because it just means that Bacon is spending a little bit more of his ammunition on Lindon. He's taking a little bit more fire. He's getting himself a little bit weaker before you get involved. But you do want to, as I say, it's all about making it clear, hey, look, I'm getting involved. You know, the moment that you start hanging back, finding a nice position, just sit and wait, that's when people are going to start focusing on you. And now we're still in this little stare down mode. No, Tommy is opening up. Tier marksman, pretty damn good for human marksman. Unshielded but very well armored. So yeah, they've just got to watch out for those scouts, because those scouts will be on you in no time at all, just how quick they are. Especially if you're focused on the riders, and then suddenly they come on forward. Yeah, Harlan riders as well, they're spears, aren't they? Yeah, they are good. Yeah, like, Lindon's pretty good for that. They do enjoy this sort of like spear hybrid unit, which is messy. You got to be a bit careful when you're facing them with cavalry. You just, you never know what's going to end up pulling out a spear after you pull that charge off. Looks like the infantry, they probably actually used up their ammunition, because yeah, they've got their swords out and they've not been engaged in melee. So they only get 5 shots, as I was mentioning in that 1v1 a little while ago. So you will go through their ammunition really quite quick. But they are quite cheap, and they're just there as an additional little, like, yes, I also have a bow, because I'm a man of Dale. The Hood Warriors floating around now. Oh, looks like they're coming in from both sides here. Berserkers flooding on this way. we are opening up into the Berserkers. That is a lovely choice for these Lake Town infantry. Low damage arrow, but you don't need much damage when you're shooting a naked man. So I'm pretty sure the defense, like, I mean, off the Mid Berserkers, I don't know what their armor is. It's not much, and they lack a shield. So yeah, they're dropping like flies to this fire. Holy smokes. Burning Marksman even opening up into that probably. Because, I mean, they need to. Because if these guys actually make contact, which they're going to make contact, Jefferson, just get in there. Get in there, man. You gotta stop them shooting at you. Because, I mean, that's a lot of casualties straight away. Last one's already down to 97. Point blank fire again, going to be dealing some damage. But this is still good for Jefferson. Like, he's right on them. And this is just Lake Town infantry and Barding Marksman. That's nothing that's actually going to really mess him up in melee with this horde attack. Unless his morale gets shattered, unless there's a little cavalry charge in the back here or something like that, he might be stuffed. Yeah, so Bacon Soup making the right decision now, pulling back from Lindon entirely and focusing on the charging Mahood forces. Looks like those Kildren River Patrol just charged up to like hold the attackers back for a minute. Now this is gonna be messy. Holy smokes. This is going to be really messy for these poor Mahood warriors. This is not going to be a fun fight for them, especially getting shot in the back by the occasional poison arrow. You do not want that. Even just because it's the morale shock damage is only done by like one arrow. That's all it takes. And the morale damage is affecting the whole unit. One guy gets a poison arrow to his ankle. It's like, oh no! Guy halfway across the unit is screaming in terror. So yeah, you gotta be cautious about those shots and avoid your friendly units, especially when your morale is lower than your enemy's morale. Same with sort of not poison meat, but rotting meat. It's a big deal. Servant Guard flooding around. Let's say they can be saved until later on. You know, you don't have to use your cav. A free-for-all isn't really about winning your engagement. It's about preserving your resources while the fight goes on. Devi's there down to 147. I see a lot of people, you know, they rant and rave about, oh, you need to get involved, And yeah, I love to get involved in free-for-alls. I find it a lot of fun, but I always feel it's on you. Like, if you're seeing a player hanging back, not getting involved, that's your fault for not pressing them. If they end up winning at the end of it, that's on you. What I love to do in a free-for-all is I love to pick maps that have a big hill in the middle or a big defensive position right in the middle of the map. I just rush it, and then I rush it and I just take it. And it's like, at that point, it's like, yeah, I've taken the center of the map. You've got to come to me now. Which, yeah, you know, that's the way I like to do free-for-alls. And hopefully everybody rushes the center and you just get a big blob fight in the middle. That's just always supreme, always the best. Dornern Pikes arriving now. The frontline battle here is going to be kind of messy because these are men of Dol Amroth. They're not, you know, they're no pushovers. So this Elven superiority is not going to be anywhere near as effective. As I say, I always like to zoom in to this map when we've got like a confrontation like this, but when it's a free-for-all, everybody's an enemy, so it's all just red. So we'll stay out of that for now. The Berserker charge has not been anywhere near as effective as I imagined. It's been powerful. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It's been powerful and it's worked, but it's not been any... I really expect them to sort of wipe away a lot of the Dalian archers here. Swordmasters, they ain't going away quick, though. How's this? The front line's going okay, but the front line is only as good as its flanks, and its flanks are getting chewed up, and his back is getting chewed up by cavalry. And yeah, Bacon Soup just doesn't really have anything to counter that. He's got his archers, but... Dude, if you got a charge right now into this, you're killing the general. Get out there we go. I was going to say get out of the bloody lances. Good. I like that. Got a kill there, super quick. But that could have been a general kill. That's definitely a hit point or two down from the general. From that charge. A few of these guys getting snagged. Stop them shooting. Oofed. Dalian spears coming up the flank. I say Bacon Soup, he's got this, and I love it, but it's like, it's just not enough because we're getting backstabbed now, and the archers are getting threatened. Yeah, the whole front line is getting chewed up. Well, whole back line is getting chewed up. Thanatos still sort of staring them down there. Lindon Scout, still 50 of the boys left. Yeah, we can zoom in here, so we can sort of get an idea of what's going on. Pretty thin on the flanks here. Noldor and Guard. Oh my goodness me, that's a nasty charge. Got to get out of there though, Knights of the Silver Swan. Got to pull out and go it again. Because this is an expensive unit. I love the Noldoran Guard. You don't see it too much anymore, I guess, but like... Wait, is that? No, that's an officer. That's not a general. I can't remember what the general of Lindon looks like. But yeah, so that's like the Amladris general. So yeah, just charging in now against the Noldoran Guard would be a great shout. A lot of people, they put their general in with the Noldoran Guard, which I think it's a powerful unit. It's not a 2 hit point unit, but it's a powerful unit to have your general in. Noldoran Blade Masters, yeah, there's not... I mean, the Haven Guard can sort of match them for a little while, but not perfectly. You really want to shoot down the Blade Masters because they've just ravaged this unit of Belfast Marines. Goodness me. Lindon Marines coming on over here. Again, another spear unit. Once they've used up their javelins. That was a charge. This is a charge. Oh, Harlingen Guard though. As we said, they've got their spears out now. More Harlingen Guard pulling out their spears. Quick. Relying on that heavy armor though. I mean, this is what you're paying for. This is what you're paying for over like a really light Lancer. Like a lot more casualties would have been seen if that was a cheaper archer. Cheaper Lancer. Let's zoom out. I think we can see what's going... Oh, wow. Where are them hood boys? Well, what's happened? This has actually gone... What the heck happened there, Bacon Soup? You've sort of somewhat regained control of the situation. Athala Rangers maybe started opening up, ravaging people. Point blank fire from Rangers is always fun to do, goodness me. And this front line, as much as I was knocking it, it's still kicking. I mean, those Barding Herd are just going to be so difficult to counter, even with the amount of AP that Harad brings to bear. I think Bacon Soup's going to take it. I really thought Bacon Soup was gone. That's a surprise. That is really a surprise. I wonder what the heck how he pulled that off. Where did all those Berserkers go? I guess they're still around. They just... So they were like pushing up here. Or weren't they? Were they pushing... No, they were pushing up and around this area. And yeah, I guess they just started to suffer some casualties and a few of them pulled out to go around. So it's still dicey. Bacon Soup's still in a bad position, but I'm just so surprised at how well his back lines have held up to this. I really thought that front line was going to get chomped from behind. Looks like those Lindon archers have been turned around now. Thanda's realising that he really does need to focus on Tommy here. Aratherum, one of the best sort of knights in the game, I think. With the exception of like the Gwathi Ruptor? Yep. They are the best. Don't quote me on that. They're really good though, really good. Knights of Silver Spawn, yeah, just pursuing through, chasing some of these guys down. But it does look like on the front line, Lindon has maybe been victorious. Oh, a general kill. Lands of an Noldoran Guard. He was in with his Haven Knights, or Haven Guard. So that is pretty, that was not an easy thing to take down. Aratheum smashing the back of those Blade Masters, good. Yeah, that's the only way that we can really deal with him. I do like that he has sent the Haven Guard in to go toe-to-toe with the Blade Masters. That's a really nice sort of, because the Haven Guard are, yeah, they're freaking supreme. But, yeah, just seeing this battle go out. Blade Masters are going to go down from that, especially... Oh, it's funny, there's Haven Guard on both sides. They really have sort of... I guess he was quite stretched out. Somehow there's a backstab from Lindon Marines. And Sword Masters coming around. Ah, yeah, okay, this is just the whole flank there falling away. It's the amount of spears that Lindon still has. Where are those, where are the Horse Lords of Ulmo? That's one thing. I didn't see them really go down. It's possible that they just picked a nasty engagement and got shot to pieces. Harlingen Riders all the way over there in the flank. Getting chased off by the Knights of Swan, perhaps, or just realising that it wasn't a good confrontation, just trying to delete each other. Still some shots. Some Lindon scouts still around. That's one thing that they do kind of struggle with, their morale. Just because of how quickly they can take casualties, their morale can sometimes just falter. But they're still in the field with 9 guys left. That's nice to see. Yeah, I don't know where the Horse Lords of Ulmo. Sometimes what you see is these incredibly powerful knights are actually saved until the end game. Because if all of your enemy forces have used up all of their pikes and their own like exceptional cavalry, you can just show up with this unit, you know, of super uber knights and kind of wreck shop, and you're sort of uncounterable at that point. Serpent's Fangs there, that's where I always put my general when I play as Harad, but I've got a hard on for archer generals, just love them, just always well do it. So Serpent's Fangs are a good shout for me, and they're all 2 hit points, a massive 2 hit point unit. So that's pretty good to have. And Dalian Bows setting up on the flanks just to fire down what's left of the Haradrim army. So yeah, Bacon didn't lose his composure there. Really impressed with him. I would have kind of seen how that was like going in the beginning. Probably panicked and probably screwed it. Harad's not out for the count. He's still got 29 champions in Afarat. Still got a lot of messy stuff. This is maybe the point for Harad. And to be honest, Bacon Soup, I like this. Good boys. They are realizing, dude, we've kind of fucked each other. Maybe let's pull back. Let's pull back. Let's take a breather. Let's see how things go. There's no point in just ripping each other apart if our enemies are still pretty strong. But to be honest, our enemies are not very strong. But maybe this could be a shout. Just pull back and wait for this fight to finish. Because if Thanatos and Tommy are so focused on their engagement, they may not realize that their other enemies have stopped fighting. Because at this point, if they fight to the finish, no matter who ends up coming out victorious, I don't think they'll have the strength to take on either of the remaining armies. So, quite a little charge there by the Lindon Riders. Receiving, no, they didn't get their lances down. And this is Spear Cav. Oh, okay, didn't work out too bad for them. Didn't work out too bad for those Knights of Silver Swan. But if they chase them too hard, like those Lindon Riders could just turn around and finish them all. For sure. Now it looks like they're still keeping up the charge, though. I mean, if I saw that, I'd be tempted to just turn around and finish them off. Tommy. Don't know about that. Yeah, I think that's maybe a bad move. And he's pulling back from it, though. Interesting. I guess Thanatos is really just, yeah, he doesn't care about the cav. He needs to just try and protect his remaining infantry forces. Any remaining Blade Masters. Yeah, there's still 21 Blade Masters. Holy smokes. They are stubborn. Some champions in there. I don't actually see any of the remaining Haven Guard. Maybe all the Haven Guard are dead. Jeebers. You know, would kind of surprise me, to be honest. Get those Haven Knights out of there before the charge hits. Haven Knights sort of took that charge. I would maybe not use my Arathium like that. If at this point if I was Thanatos and Tommy, I would start to realize what we've done here. I think Tommy's got a lot of power just because he's still got that cavalry force, and he's still got those 8 Arathirum and 5 Haven Knights. It's really small numbers, but toward the end of the game, that is going to be incredible. But yeah, if you look at Jefferson and Bacon's armies, they're still doing okay. That's a beefy unit of Serpent's Fangs. Still quite a few champions in Afarat. Bacon's still got all of these Dragon Slayers, a lot of Royal Guard. Still some Barding Herd and so on, but you know, mainly that's 2 not too bad elite units there. Jefferson's still got a lot of numbers really, and the Serpent's Fangs, whereas Thanatos and Tommy have just been tearing lumps out of each other. And I think this is because we're not even halfway through the fight yet. So I think this is maybe when we start the mind games. So I will go a bit faster. I won't go too deep into the mind games, but so we'll maybe go 2 times speed just now. I will keep watching what's going on, but I think everybody's going to pull back and take a little bit of time to reassess and try and work out who's the strongest, who do we team up on, where do I want to actually make my stand. If anybody does feel they're about to be teamed up on, I love this map. Really do enjoy it. It's just cool, like this all just camp out in the wastes. Bacon's setting up. And so Bacon's picked his position here by the looks of things. Does he still have ammo? Yeah, I mean, he's still got a bit of ammo. The Alien Royal Guard may be out of it. Yeah, they're reloading. So they're about to probably take their bows out. Okay, interesting. They're on fire at will. You don't want that. Every shot is going to count here. Yeah, okay, he's... Oh, no, he's not. He's not spotted it. Oh! The boys are lucky that he's just spending... And the bowman here too. They're about to a sword, aren't they? No, no, no. Okay, he has spotted. He has stopped it, but... That was a full volley of the Royal Guard shots. Which, they're valuable. They aren't the most, like, punishing archers in the game or anything like that, but they're still a good, accurate human archer. Jefferson coming around. Yeah, it's good that the boys are keeping their distance from each other. I'm trying to really make sense. There's so many bodies. This is the problem when armies like form up on the corpses of the battlefield. You can kind of struggle to really tell who's who, especially if it's a lot of their own and you know, another similar coloured army they're standing on top of. A lot of white on this battlefield, and a lot of blue too. You know? A lot of this sort of darker blue. Moldoran Blade Master still kicking around. Our London Riders, I'm afraid I didn't see what happened to the Horse Lords of Ilmo. So Tommy is pretty much gone. This is all he's got. Let's actually go to 1 speed for a minute, just as we sort of gather everything up. Some marksmen, some more marksmen, all with ammo. Arathirum Knights and Knights. So the boys are gonna have to deal with that, especially these 8 Arathirum. They can still just work wonders on the battlefield. Bacon's approaching with his he's still got some pikes and some halberds. He can definitely deal with that cav if it starts to mess with him, and spears even too. So okay, so he's not really a tempting target just yet until they start to get rinsed. But Harad, okay, no, Harad still does have some pikes of his own. Fuck, these boys are kind of tired, whereas the Dalians definitely less tired than the Haradrim. How about the elves? That elven energy. Yeah, like, I mean, this is a big thing about the elves. Like, they just do not tire out. That's funny. I think we've got, like, a 2v2 brewing now. For Lindon, the scouts coming in for a final charge there. It was only 3 guys really making the charge. And, oh no, he did have a lance, which he didn't really use. Yeah. I was going to say, like, sometimes if you've got these 3 guys left, you can always find it's like one of them's an officer, so the officer isn't going to pull out a lance. And it's like, damn, it's really only 2. Last for Lindon scout trying to rout, but yeah. But no, you can see. I'm interested to see how many kills the for Lindon scouts got. Keep in mind, a lot of them have been civilians, but still, civilians had to die. That's a grim quote. Hearing me. So this does look like it's going to be a 2v2. It's definitely a 2v2 that I feel is weighted in favour of Harad and Dale. But this is a good thing. It's a good idea for them if they're just like, look, we just work together. We kill the last 2 guys. One of us is going to win. Our chances of winning go up from 1 out of 4 to 1 out of 2. That's a big increase. So we'll see. But it's always possible that any of these little alliances can just be broken. People sending private messages to each other as well. I always love doing free-for-alls in like a group channel, but it is a bit of an issue when you want to just send something to someone privately, and that can be, you know, keeping that secret is a bit of an issue. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, this is gonna be a long stare down, I think. I'm keeping an eye on the mini map, so we should hopefully see anything that's going down. We've got some arrow fire from Tommy there, opening up into the Dalians. The Dalians firing back at him, chasing him away. Yeah, Dalians just have a lot more firepower than Tommy does. Tommy's really going to be a support player here. He's only really got his cav. He doesn't really have that much left of infantry to hold the line. If this does become a 2v2, I don't think it's gonna. It looks like Dale's maybe going to go for... Oh, no. I thought maybe Dale would go for Dol Amroth, and then that would leave Harad free to go for Lindon. Oh. No. Okay. Gotta be cautious here. And you don't want to be shooting him, or if you don't trust him, you want to start shooting him. No, okay, they're just staring him down. No, they're happy. They're still allied. Some shots. No. I thought we still had ammunition. Where are the Serpent's Fangs? Are they down here? No. Trollman of Harad. Am I blind? Where the heck did the Serpent's Fangs? Are they hiding? Naughty. I guess I'm not used to Serpent's Fang's hiding because I always put my general with them, and your general unit cannot hide. Okay, yeah, coming around there, Tommy. Again, yeah, this is dicey. This is really dicey for Tommy and Thanatos, the double T alliance. But they are, because they are definitely outmatched. I mean, 19 Noldor and Blade Masters can do a lot, but with all of those Dragon Slayers, it's going to be too much. Especially because of how much damage the Blade Masters have taken. Okay, no. So they have to be careful. And right, so they've sort of picked Dale here as their target. If they swallow up Dale, so right, I think if Lindon basically goes all in, secures Dale with his infantry, and then we really need Tommy to come in hard with the cav and start, even though there's pikes and halberds here, we just need to take the risks and micro the heck out of those cav to avoid as much damage as possible. Good little backstab there by the Lindon Marines. We have sort of, yeah, we're getting around them. We're getting around them nicely. Looks like he's just sort of wanting to chase off those bows. Of course, Lindon always struggles up against archers just because of that low armor. Mithril and Pike coming in. Blade Masters now engaging, but the Royal Guard are there. It's not going to be too pretty for them. You know, they aren't outnumbered massively by the Royal Guards. So, but there's Dragon Slayers mixing amongst that too. They're blending into the black texture on the ground, but they're there. Where's the damn cav? Yeah, we're coming around, but oh, okay. Yeah, we still got a lot of more militia forces, the Lindon boys. I think that's going to be a breaking from the Lindon archers. Blade Masters are probably going to hold out to the very end, really, until they're just about to the end. For Lindon Marines, they're trying to, looks like they want to try and escape that. We've got a backstab. We've got Jefferson coming in, which I think, yeah, now is a good time to do that. Because, yeah, like, Dale was going to win. I think the boys pulled out at the right moment to sort of really maintain the strength of their army. Where is the cav? Oh, did we get a cav charge over here? So those pikes maybe got harassed a little bit. Oh, no, gamer. We can't have mistakes like that, Tommy. Oh, I'm sure he feels like shit, but keep your head in the game, though. There's only 2 Haven Knights. If it was an Aratherum, I would fucking cry, but like, Berserkers out, just avoid the pikes. Something else will have to deal with the pikes. Now, the only thing is, like, if those Horse Lords of Ulmor are still alive, the only thing I can think is the Horse Lords of Ulmor went toe-to-toe with the Haven Knights. That's, or maybe Stakes or something, but like, because they went, you know, I didn't even really see them fight. And they must have gone down real fast. So this is a pretty messy confrontation now, and I think Harad is going to come out on top. How are those Dragon Slayers doing? 39. That's the general down. Okay. Champions aren't going to care. But, okay. Blade Masters pulled out. That's a good shout. Just let them battle it out for a minute. Let the humans scrap. And until somebody pays attention to you, you know. Going in for a charge against the back. There's no spears around here. That's a good shout. But then they don't think they got their spears. I don't think they got their lances down. Dang it, Aratherum. That was one of them. That was one of them lost for not enough casualties. But we need. I don't know if we. To be honest, right? As cruel as it might be, I don't know. I was gonna say what I maybe want to do if I was Tommy is hit those Blade Masters. No, because you hit the Blade Masters later. You can do it later. Don't worry. Just conserve some cav. Okay. Pikes. Oh, man, it'd be so tempting just to hit them. The wavering. It'd be so tempting just to hit them. Because we're getting so many breaks here. You're going to want to grab those boys. So that's Dale down. Whatever Dale has left is probably going to be routing soon then. A few barding Harad there. A few late camp pikes here, they broke in. Fighting to the death is as glorious as it sounds and as nice as it is. They're not actually doing that much damage. They're kind of just standing there and dying. They're not, yeah, it's not really, they're not really fighting anymore. They're sort of just standing in place and routing. and swinging around. I think they do damage, they just don't do very much damage at all. Quick little charge in here. Oh, I was going to say that Barding Herd might be really dicey, but no, they got out of that. We got a good few swings from Trollmen. Won't be fun. We've got 7, still got 6, still 6. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure I saw one of them go down. Haven Knights there. Pike's broken. Oh, if we could have gotten on those pikes. Even just like, I would have just sent the 2 knights. Yeah, sent these 3 knights to the Silver Swan just to stay on him. And just chase him down till the end. Because that would have been it. Okay, so what he needs from Thanatos now is... Thanatos needs to handle the pikes. The damn hell, because this is going to be... It's not fun for your cav to run up and down it. Like Mountain Blade Warband. Fighting as the Rodix, and the Rodix like fucking hills, and you're getting attacked by the horsemen, the Kurgats, pretty sure. And yeah, and they're just like absolutely screwing themselves up on the hills coming up and down. You just rip them apart. There was an arrow. We still have some tier their marksmen. Which, yeah, tier their marksmen going. They have fire arrows. They should have fire arrows. Because they're the higher tier archer. So I believe they have fire arrows. So I would go for fire arrows into the pikes. I would have my cavalry menacing. I wouldn't actually charge, but I would have them menacing them, and you might get a break. What we got? Barding Herd running. Whoa. Down here? Okay. Blade Masters chasing the bowman. I don't think I'd do that. I think I'd be... I guess he's worried the bowman will just immediately turn around and start shooting him. If I was Bacon Soup, I'd probably just be like, dude, I'm no threat, go away. And I would just try and take those boys and just come around. Because I think all that Thanatos is doing here is tiring himself out. But he just doesn't want... He doesn't want Bacon Soup to start opening fire on him. Which is fair enough. He's going to get caught at some point. Yeah. It's going to happen. But... Okay. I mean, there's nothing that Tommy can do apart from just use up his ammunition here. If I was Tommy, I would get closer. I would get closer so that you're either tempting them to move. I would get like here, so that you're missing a few of your shots, and yeah, and then you're tempting them to come out and attack you. Because you don't want to be missing any of those shots right now. Okay. Ah, they got broken. That's him finished. Ah, he admitted defeat, mate. Or they broke and then he admitted defeat, or maybe he just admitted defeat early. So Santos still has something. He still has 16 Blade Masters. Now these guys are surely expended hit points. This guy's not bloodied. So maybe some of them still do have their 2 hit points. Could be. And still has 4 Noldoran Guard as well, which each one of these guys is going to kill at least 2 Haradrim. At least probably 4, I'd say. But I mean, we've got Trollmen, we've got, yeah, Berserkers, they're going to go down easy. Only 3 champions in Afarat. To be honest, Thanatos still has a lot of power. Because the Trollmen are good. Trollmen are really good. And the champions in Afarat are amazing. But like, there's only 3 of them. Only 26 Trollmen. Yet could stand right there. Because I don't see Jefferson coming out and attacking you. Those 8 guys, what is it, 8 and 4? They're going to last a while with their ammunition. Goodness sake. I'll go to times 6 for a minute, because Okay, this is going to be a charge. 64. Oh, they didn't get their lances down. Again, it's just this bumpy terrain. It's an issue. Yeah, if you're moving forward, you got to move forward with everybody. So the stakes shouldn't... They didn't get their lances down either. Why didn't I discounted Serpent's Fangs, actually. I forgot how many Serpent's Fangs there were still left. So yeah, Thanatos is still in trouble in melee here. Gotta keep the army together. Oh, this is exactly how people used to fight in like 0.6. Yeah, it was just like fighting back. No, I've got no problem with it here. You know, I understand why he's doing it. There's no other choice. He's got But yeah, you used to get like grassy plains 1v1s with just like kiting around with calves and cav archers, like no infantry. And oh god, it was so... Because that's how I was introduced to the game. So 1v1s were always a struggle. You see, right, so if I was Tommy now, I'd be like, Phantos, where are you? Get involved. Because they've broken, they're wavering, and there's only 4 of them. These guys, I do not see them coming back. And Tommy's almost done with his cav. So I would definitely be like, Phantos, get over here. What are you doing? And but Phantos is maybe doing the right thing. Maybe, I don't know. Thing is, Serpent's Fang's there. He can get a charge in, but he's gonna take damage here. This is gonna be nasty. 58. That's totally flat ground. 55. I still expected more. 54. I really thought... I mean, sure, they didn't suffer any casualties, but like... Okay, 49. 49. Sure. Did that? Well done, Archer. Just took one of them out. Nice. But still, Phantos going to be loving this right now. Because they're just kind of dealing with each other. The Serpent's Fangs are really the... Like, the beefy unit of Serpent's Fangs is really the only challenge for his Blade Masters. And if he sits inside that little camp, kind of really neuters the cavalry of Tommy. I would maybe stop now if I was Tommy. I would definitely be wanting to just stop, because I think, like, wow, 37. Maybe he wants to just deal with a few more of them, just so that they really do just delete each other at the end. But it's a lot of pikes too. The pikes are going to be a struggle for the Blade Masters. But yeah, I think that the boys definitely, they've got no excuse now. They need to stop, I think. I think Tommy does. Tommy, like, this is noble and brave, but he's only got 3 horsemen left. Or 4. No, sorry, there's 2 arrow there. He's only got 4 horsemen left. If I was Tommy, I would just sort of say to Jefferson, like, dude, that's me done. I've got 2 left. You know, I'll see you. I'll see you at the end of the fight. I'll give you a charge right at the end. But what's he got? Still 2, still 1. No, 2. Yeah, no, what am I doing? No, 1. Jefferson didn't get the lances down either. Yeah, we'll just go times 6 for a sec. Just as the last of this little cav shenanigans goes down. Is that guy still hanging? No, stop now, Tommy. This has been nice, it's been glorious, but cease. It's your last guy. It looks like Jefferson is going to just try and ignore him, but the problem is, 1 Aratherum is still a difficult thing to deal with. Okay, that's him gone. That's him gone. Finished, yeah. I was waiting for that voice line to come through, that's why I went quiet. So now it's just a case of, do we have enough left? These boys are shaking. I think Tommy maybe punished them a bit too hard there. So what I would do, don't run. You've got no reason to run. Just sit here, and to be honest, I'd be happy enough just to get my energy back, because these elves are going to be full on energy. You need every chance you've got here with those pikes. Serpent's Fangs, Trollmen. I don't think we've got any champions left, do we? Because even like a champion man for man might be able to take on a Blade Master. The best thing for it, you know. I mean, Serpent's Fangs, on a good day, the Serpent's Fangs can maybe 2v1 the Blade Masters. The Trollmen might kill a few, but it's really going to be the Southron Pikes, and the problem with the Southron Pikes is how scared they are right now. They're just really spooked. So at the end of the day, I think Phantos really did the right thing by chasing off those Dalian bows, because that could have been something that was just sitting here shooting at him the whole time. So yeah, no, he did the right move. So he's spreading his boys out. You're exhausted, Jefferson. Like, oh, ow. Okay. Yep, Serpent's Fangs here. So they are just going to get gutted. Inflict a few casualties, but inflict damage, I'd say. I don't really think they're going to get many kills at all, but they'll inflict some damage. Trollmen coming on over, but again, the Trollmen are going to go down. As much as I was talking about holding back before, I think the Southron Pikes need to go and finish off the Noldoran Guard at least, so that they can have like a straightforward fight. Yeah, no, this will be it. There's nothing that can beat the Noldoran Guard here. 13 of them left. They will have had their hit points expended. Those Trollmen are going to fight to the very end, but each Trollman, it's going to be getting lucky if they're killing off a Blade Master or two. And then, the Noldoran Guard did get in. Yeah, he saw the threat the Blade not the Blade Master that the Pikemen have. To his Blade Masters. Finish off these guard. You really, those guards just need to go down before the Pikes finish off the Trollmen. There's only one Trollman. Okay, no, that's it. There's one Noldoran guard just holding the line for long enough. Maybe turning around, but I don't think. Nah. No, I don't think they're set up well enough. They are surrounding them, and that's AP damage. They were victory certain for a second, but I think they just got that victory certain because they killed the Noldoran guard. 9 left at the... Wow! Okay. That was a weird moment for the Blade Masters, but I think it's probably every time a Blade Master dies, because it's just such a cost disparity, they're just like, oh my god, we're going to lose. And then like 2 seconds later, they've killed like 3 of the Pikes, and like, oh, we're fine. And then another one of them dies. Oh, no! Yeah, no, that should be it. But that was very well played. I think, definitely, I mean, fuck me, that was close. That was actually a lot closer than I thought. Only 8 blades. Oh, wait a second. If those damn Pikes don't rout, genuinely, if those Pikes don't rout, there's still a troll man. It's like such a big deal, but like there's still a troll man there. Oh, he's dead. Fuck. Because every swing from him was doing some good damage too. If these Pikes don't rout, I think we might have it. I think the Haradrim boys might do this if they hold. But and because it's such a small unit of Noldoran Blade Masters, I don't think they're going to inflict casualties fast enough to cause a proper morale shock, which is what they need. God, oh god. Right, 7. No, wait, surely not. The defensive ability of the Blade Master is going to be too much here. So 38. Because the Blade Masters, they're struggling to like get into melee there. Just the distance is maybe slightly too much for them. Whoa. And the Blade Masters aren't going to rout. Surely not. They're going to fight to the end. So 37, 7. If I see a Blade Master go down, then this is going to make me... I don't know. Because then at least we know... Because they're all taking damage. Every Blade Master is taking damage right now. So as soon as we sort of see one Blade Master go down... Okay. That was 6. Yeah, as soon as we saw one Blade Master go down, that means that they're all about that same amount of damage left. So they should really start to go down now. Just wavering now. My goodness me. If there was just a few more oh, that's him. Oh my goodness me. If there were just a few more Serpent's Fangs left, then that could have changed it. 1 or 2 less charges from Tommy. My goodness me, that was close. I definitely flipped at the end there. I was not sure. So what the heck happened to the Horse Lords? Yeah, they must have just gone toe to toe with something really nasty. Either just charging a pike or the Haven Knights or something like that. For Lindon Scouts, 209, very nice. Let's say at least 50 of those were not infantry civilians, but you know, very cool. Other things popping out. Pikes there, Mythlon pikes, goodness me. What about the Blade Masters themselves? Yeah, almost 300 kills. Definitely would have been 300 kills if those boys held out for a little bit longer. Goodness. Okay, I think everybody there was a skilled player, so that's always the fun thing. You know, people do make correct decisions. I think Tommy was done. Like, and when you've only got like a unit or two of cav left, there's nothing you can really do. You can't hold ground. You can't really win. So, you know, and you can't. There's nothing Tommy could have done to force Thanatos out of the camp if he had managed to hold back. So. But still, I would have probably just tried to save my like one remaining Aratherum and just sat him somewhere, and then just gone to battle with the last few guys. But no, I think everybody did good. I was really surprised with Bacon Soup at the start. There was a lot of twists and turns there. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you later.